As I'm sure most of you know, in 2019, James Charles came out with a successful eyeshadow palette collabing with Morphe. He was heavily tied with Morphe and even had his own discount code for a while. And then ever since his many scandals in 2021, Morphe had no choice but to drop him on April 16th, 2021. For James, this meant that his famous discount code no longer worked, and soon after, they stopped selling his eyeshadow palette. And not only that, but James and Morphe were supposed to collab to create more items for his makeup brand, but that eventually got dropped as well. And since the palette got discontinued by Morphe, it's been all over discount stores like TJ Maxx, Marshalls, and so on. This is something that's happened to many other influencers too, and just like them, James got heavily made fun of it for it. And even recently, he made a TikTok responding to the hate, and it was pretty well received.
I've been tagged in this video hundreds of times as if my palette being sold in TJ Maxx is supposed to be super embarrassing. Maybe I'm weird, but like, I don't see it that way. In fact, I honestly think it's like really cool, low-key. This palette is 4 years old. If you really think about it, most makeup products launch and are popular for like 4 minutes. So the fact that 4 years later people are still talking about this palette is a literal miracle. Like, millions of people have gotten their hands on this palette, which is the biggest blessing that I could ever ask for. Nothing can be popular forever, so of course, years later, it's going to be sold to stores like this because the brand's got to get rid of the stock. That's just how business works. Now, whether you love me or hate me, you can get a great formula for a super, super affordable price, so who cares? Like, I'm done. My contract is up. I bought my house with this palette. I bought my parents a house with this palette. My makeup line I've developed with the money that I made from this palette. I'm forever grateful for what this palette did, but I've moved on and so should everybody else.
And in response to that TikTok, someone commented that he should drop a new palette. And in response to that comment, he said that his new makeup line was actually launching very soon. And for people who followed up on his Instagram story, this wasn't really a surprise. Pretty much ever since April of this year, he's been posting a lot of sneak peeks of his new secret makeup brand. He's never actually came out and said what products he'll be selling in his makeup line, but he has posted several photos of his face with makeup on, with the caption saying that some of the products he's using on his face are actually from his makeup line. And he also posts a lot about being in the makeup lab and trying out new products. He's even posted that after 2 years of working on his makeup brand's name, he's had to change it. In this caption, he wrote, "Just found out that I might have to change my makeup brand's name after 2 years of working on it. Anyone have any ideas? Please nothing with the words James, Charles, sister, beauty, or cosmetics." And because of his past scandals, this kind of makes me wonder if either he or the team he's developing the makeup line with don't want his name tied to it for branding reasons. Recently, on his Instagram story, James did a Q&A and people asked a lot of questions about his new makeup line. One person asked when the makeup brand was launching. James responded by saying, "My goal was holiday of this year, but unfortunately it's not going to happen because I'm a perfectionist and didn't get any formula approved in time. My lab was ready to kill me, but it's officially done now, so we're full steam ahead, which is amazing. Lots of lessons learned for the future launches. I'm not happy about it, but I'd rather take my time and make sure everything is perfect, and honestly, the first launch makes more sense for spring anyways." Another person asked, "Do you wish you would have done this sooner? Makeup isn't as popular as it was." To which James responded with, "Honestly, yes and no. If I launched this makeup line in 2018, I'd probably be a billionaire right now, and I'm not going to pretend like that doesn't make me sad. On the other hand, at the time, I didn't have a strong idea for the brand I wanted to own. Years later, although the industry isn't as popping as it once was, I've taken my time and now I'm really proud of the brand, identity, packaging, and products I've been able to create, and that means more to me than money." And honestly, he probably would have been a billionaire around that time if he did come out with a makeup line, because if you think about it, he was just as popular, if not more popular, than Jeffree Star, and his makeup line is one of the most successful makeup lines there is. Plus, not a lot of influencers are coming out with new businesses anymore. And the new brands and businesses that are coming out by influencers really don't seem as popular as influencer brands used to be. But he does have a lot of fans still and still a large following, so I'm sure there will be people who will buy his new makeup line products. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Do you guys think that anyone will buy his products? Or maybe even, are you guys planning on or open to buying his products when they come out? Let me know. And before I end this video, I did just want to say that Shane Dawson actually posted on both his Instagram story and his Snapchat story that he's coming out with a new series on YouTube soon. My guess is that it does have to do with Jeffree Star, but I'm not 100% sure.
Staying up till 6 a.m. and editing felt like old times. But don't worry. That was only once. That only happened once. Right? Workaholic in recovery. We're not gonna do that again. We're not. In a good way. I'm excited. It involves something I never thought I'd be able to actually talk about. So I'm excited. We'll see. Within the next month, I need to really finish editing. But yeah, within the next month, and it'll be more than one. Well, I got a lot done today. I've been editing all day on part 1, and I'm really excited. So hopefully in the next month, few weeks.
But I guess we'll see when he finally posts it. And also, let me know in the comments if you plan on watching his new series on YouTube. And also what you think it could be about.